and we'll get it popping. So what I'm basically doing tonight, this is going to be a short one, guys. I'm giving myself until 12:30. I'm not going to stay on extremely late tonight. But basically, guys, what I'm doing is I'm going to do, some tests on default All-Pro and default All-Madden. What I'm really testing, guys, is seeing how much ratings and, strength of team and those things, how much that will take into account. Alright, so I'm playing with a lower tier team, and I'm going up against a more of a top tier team, so I'm going to be playing with the Chicago Bears going against the Seattle Seahawks in Seattle. And I want to see what type of results I'll get. Yes. And that's how we're going to do it. What up, Chad? What's going on with you, man? And yeah. So we'll do that. Somebody says play the Pats, so maybe in the next game, maybe I'll play against them. But this particular game, this is All-Pro against the Seattle Seahawks. I'm the Chicago Bears, so I would expect it to be a tough task. Chicago Bears are the 77 overall rating. Seattle's the 88. So like I said, man, it's just a test. I want to see exactly how everything is playing out. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm going for. All default settings, because I'm starting to lean back towards default settings, man. I'm starting to get away from the whole, having to change so much. You know what I mean? I don't really want to do that, man. I don't really want to get to the point where I'm changing everything. So I'm trying to get back closer to default settings.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports.
So let's see what we come up with, guys.
Will take the field today in hopes of leading their team to victory out on that field. It's the Bears going up against the Seahawks. So with kickoff straight ahead, we'll check in with our broadcast team. Here are Brandon.
What up to everybody who's in here, man? Like I said, this is going to be a short one here tonight. Put myself on a time limit, man. I'm not going to stay up all day. So I'm on Eastern time. I'm no longer than 12:30. Actually, let me cut this stuff off. If it takes a little longer, to get both games in, so be it. But that's my plan. To play these two games, and then that'll be it. Short and sweet. I want to cut all this junk off. Tips. Everything else should be okay. Yeah. Alright. Like I said, as you guys can see here, this particular game is on All-Pro. Cut all this off. I do keep switch assist on, and I'm keeping my fatigue at 60. Alright, let's rock. See what we got. Yeah, man, I'm trying to get away from the slider aspect, man. I just think we lean too heavily on them. And through my discoveries, man, I found out sometimes if you got too many sliders, you start messing things up. You know what I mean? You start breaking stuff. That's what I've noticed in, in my my discoveries. I've noticed that things start to break. You get imbalances, because I saw some crazy imbalances playing on All-Madden when I was adjusting sliders, and I was like, that can't be right.
And we saw that with the 4 sacks he took in the last preseason game. But his head coach Pete Carroll says part of it's on him. He's got to get rid of the ball quicker.
Now Wilson on first down. Surveying the field. And his first pass is incomplete.
Got a little pressure on Russell.
And this offense often hinges on one of the best tight ends in the league, and that's Jimmy Graham.
I think he made up for lost time when he got to the NFL because in college, he was mainly a basketball player, a defender who couldn't score. Now he's flipped it around in the NFL. Every time he touches the ball, he's a threat to score.
No, basic sliders.
Again on second and 10, it's Wilson. And he comes back with one complete. It'll be a gain.
All default. Both games will be on default. In both games, I'm playing with a low-tier team versus a top-notch team. So I might actually play against the Packers next. Somebody said play against the Pats. Maybe. I'm kind of tired of playing against New England. I might play against the Packers.
Here's Thomas Rawls with his first carry. And some room to maneuver. The 30.
Look at that. Nice run.
Thomas Rawls, 58 yards.
All right, let's take a look at what happened there. We'll do a little bit of film study. Nice blocking. I don't like that movement right there. This animation right here, I don't like this. No, I definitely don't like that. But that's that two-man animation stuff, guys. You see it all over the field. You know, you're going to see it right here, too. Check out them 29. No, it's right here. See it? Got to get away from that stuff, man. No, it's not game breaking, but it's like still the animations kick in a little too much. You know, I want to see more independency right there, man. More, I don't even know if that's a word, but it need to be more independent. You know what I mean? Instead of being, you know, shifted into place, it needs to be more of an independent situation.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 20.
The Bears are very low tier in this game, bro. 77 overall. And I'm just trying to see, man, you know, if the ratings really are playing out. Because technically I shouldn't have too much of a chance against the Bears. I mean, against the Seahawks. You know, with the ratings disparity and guys in skill positions and all of that.
The thing he wants now, though, is to win more games and win in the playoffs.
Here's Langford.
Cam Chancellor coming up, landing, boom.
A 2nd and 9. And ready now for 2nd and 9.
Yeah, pretty much, man. Physics doesn't 100% dictate the animation. Not in those scenarios, in that interaction.
On 2nd down, Cutler. This caught by Royal. And this one will go to the 28-yard line.
And it needs to. It needs to be more physical situations happening in the game.
Especially the little guys like we're watching here are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Because Sherman got it on lock over there.
A nickel look by Seattle on 3rd down.
Yep, 5 defensive backs now. 3rd and 2. Now Cutler. And he's got Miller. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves.
And for any of you guys, man, let me move the mic a little closer. Any of you guys that are wondering what I'm testing, default settings, both All-Pro, and I'm going to play All-Madden next. Low-rated team against a high-rated team. Just trying to see how the gameplay plays out. If they're able to dominate me, you know, due to ratings and such. Oh, let's go, get off of that. You don't need to be looking back and stiff arming somebody behind you. You need to get on your horse.
The Seahawks, here's their defensive lineup.
And just seeing how the gameplay feels overall, you know, on default settings. I'm starting to believe, man, the sliders have a way of, I hate to use this term, man, but I'm starting to think that a little bit, sliders can have a way of kind of breaking the tuning of the game. I'm starting to come to that conclusion.
Now Cutler to throw on second down. Royal making the catch over the middle. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
You know, I'm trying to see what type of pass rush is coming. All of that stuff is what I'm testing out. That's why I'm leaving it on, putting it on default. The only thing I have increased is I like to turn up my fatigue so guys can tire faster, rotate in and out. So I have the fatigue on 60 right now. Look at that, nice play by who's that, Wagner? Nice play right there.
Let's just go ahead and go back to that play with his eyes, because he's got to read his keys. Run or pass right off the top. You're probably going to read an offensive line.
Outstanding play by Wagner.
Pass protection. If he fires out for a running play, the next thing is you got to check and see what the back's going to do. And if he ends up with the football, okay, now you got to check and see. Does an offensive line?
What's up, MWG agent?
Are you going to try to elude it? Are you
What's
going to
good with
take
you?
on and hold your spot? What are you going to do? In this case, didn't have to do any of that. Saw all of his keys, saw the play in front of him.
All right, Alshon, let's get it, baby.
And finished off the play.
They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis back with you as it's Bears football here to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10.
So far, the gameplay feels good. You know, I'm having to work for it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward.
Like that. I like nice little plays like that. Quick 5 yards.
It'll be second down. So Langford, the
I can't complain too much about that.
Last year with Forte vacating to New York, a lot of the spotlight on Langford.
A lot of running backs have possibilities.
I'm also listening to the commentary because I know there was an update.
I think he'll produce in a big way.
Eddie Royal got a nice matchup. Alshon too.
On second down, here's Cutler. And that is
What the hell was that?
Jeremy Langford, the one he was looking to get it to. And they're going to face a third.
Plays like that make me scratch my head, man. What was that? I mean, he's got it. What is he doing? What's he doing? I don't understand plays like that. Now, you know, I don't know. You know, are bad plays built in? You know what I mean? Or was that just some fluky situation?
This drive needing 5 yards on 3rd down.
3rd and 5, so they bring in an extra defensive back.
Expecting pass. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Cutler. And Jeffrey's got it.
There we go. There we go.
Out of bounds, down inside.
Alshon is having a field day over there.
Yards there as they convert on 3rd.
Against Brown and Brown. And y'all notice I'm staying away from Sherman on purpose.
I mean, Jay Cutler has a whip for
It was a hell of a catch right there. Let's look at it.
Title at Heritage Hills High School in Southern Indiana.
Nice catch.
Well, he's born in Santa Claus.
As you see the ball go through the artwork right there.
Town of Evansville. Bet you've never been there, have you?
I'm not gonna beat him up about that.
Looking forward to being invited for a holiday cheer.
You're invited. Put that on your bucket list.
Thank you.
I know my matchup looks bad over here, but I feel like I got more opportunity as far as hat on a hat. See? There it is. I made the right call. So that's proof right there, guys. Just because the box is red, it doesn't mean that you still can't run. It's just letting you know that because of the hat count, it's letting you know where your best opportunity is. I actually like the way that run looked right there. That looked pretty nice.
I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field.
Yeah, I'm going to keep using Alshon over there. Definitely going to tackle.
They keep it on the ground with Langford.
Let's go, Langford. Let's go. Let's go. Ah!
Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed, as that's going to move the chains.
I didn't win that tackle battle.
Ordinarily in short yardage, most people don't run a toss because it takes a little bit longer to develop. But some teams see it as a very physical type run because the amount of people that get out in front of the runner, offensive linemen, tight ends, sometimes an extra back, they like to run that play there and try and run over people.
They'll run here with Langford. He'll get this one back to the 5-yard line.
Wasn't as successful over there.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Alshon is tired.
Great read there from his free safety position. And Charles, you know with those guys, it's all about their eyes. They have to be laser focused.
Yeah, I had to fake my way through it when I was playing, but now I can see exactly what they're doing. And on that play, he obviously had no presence
I thought one was in this
for a pass. And without that allowed him to line of scrimmage and hold him.
I guess I'll just call this flank a drive and change his route.
Now they'll look to throw it with Cutler. Floating one incomplete.
Yikes. That almost got ugly. Yikes.
And that'll make it 3rd and goal.
I don't know where Cutler was throwing that ball.
And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. On 3rd and goal, Cutler. And he is in.
There we go. Took me that's funny how you actually go through your progressions. It took me a while to get back over there, but I finally saw him.
An extra point away from tying the football game.
Oh, see your boy Pete threw the clipboard down. Oh, the pressure was coming too. Taba Ruben, he was coming. I like to see Earl Thomas be a little more aggressive right there and try to knock that ball out.
Robbie Gould on for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece.
Not that I know of. There's not an option for that. Remember they had that? Which Madden was that when they had the... Remember the coordinator would talk in your ear? It might have been like Madden 11 or something like that. It was called Game Flow. I think the name was I think it was Game Flow. That was a pretty good idea, just was poorly implemented. The AI and the plays that they would call were a little crazy. You know what? I might pitch that idea back to the guys, man. You know, just implement it a better way. That could be kind of immersive, you know what I mean? And along with that, you know, you have to hire your offensive coordinators and stuff like that in CFM. I would love to see something like that.
So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come.
And for those of you guys that are wondering, I'm a user of the D line. That's just my thing. I love playing as the D line.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. He's got time. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And they're going to get this one all the way.
Nice pass by Russell.
Looks like they're going to be in the hurry up. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. And his throw here's incomplete. Jimmy Graham, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 2nd and 10.
Partner, now that we got a quick break in the action, I've got to get this
one in.
Need
to send some heat at Russell. We having a little too much time back there.
Recent practice session. Now, it wasn't at their facility, right? They went to a high school.
Yeah, West Carrollton High School outside of Dayton. Forgot his shoes.
He forgot his cleats?
And one of the players on that high school team had a size 13. Now, Kirkpatrick wears size 12.
Oh, good contest.
Got through the practice.
Yeah, he couldn't be real picky about the whole thing, right? I mean, 12, 13. He was fortunate
he was able to practice.
The kid has a 13. Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Oh, it's on us. I thought it was false start.
So the hard count gets him there. Neutral zone infraction.
Yeah, the defense thought they had the timing down, but the quarterback hit him with a hard count, got him to jump. The Bears have put an extra defender in the secondary on 3rd down.
Yep, they're in the nickel. Here's Wilson to throw. And he's got Lockett. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
Nice pass by Russell.
And now the passing game in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now. The confidence is starting to rise. I think now's a play caller because that is happening.
Nice check down. Nice check down by Russell. That was some good AI right there.
We're going to get a timeout here by the offense.
Actually, let me take a look at that play, man. I like how that played out right there.
We get to halftime.
That was pretty dope. I know Russell wanted to go right there, and I was usering this guy. Could tell that he's looking there, or he may have wanted to go deep. But I like his AI right here. It's pretty slick, pretty slick. I don't even know this Bears defense. I have no idea. Some of these guys. None of these dudes I really know.
To throw again is Wilson. It's caught outright.
Man, we leaving that flats open over there with Jimmy Graham.
And there's another completion to the tight end.
I have to put something on that. Let's go with
a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in there.
They really do. And it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once.
Go nickel blitz.
Just make sure you throw it up there. You know,
put these guys in the under, which changes them to a hard flat.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. He's got the tight end, Vanette. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It'll go as a gain of 12. And it's good enough for a Seattle first.
This game is all pro. The next one will be all Madden. For you guys that are coming in late that are asking, I'm just doing the test default settings. Low-rated team versus high-rated team, and just see how the gameplay plays out. No adjusted sliders. The only thing I've adjusted is the fatigue. I have it up to 60 just because I like a little rotation. And that's it.
On first and 10, it's Wilson. He's got time in the pocket. And there's a flag on the field.
What they call him?
Throw is incomplete.
What they call him?
Holding offense.
Okay. No doubt. I thought they was going to call on the defense. But my boy's playing pretty good right there. I almost came up with that pick.
Throwing again here, Wilson. Baldwin with it. And on this one, he'll get to the 15.
Got to knock that one out of there.
Now, after the
he laid the boom on old boy. Baldwin hurting. And that's Danny Trevathan too. Trevathan will hit you like that.
So
what happened to the, you know what I've noticed? What happened to the halftime reporter?
Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground.
They don't say anything anymore during that little segment. And they used to.
Again, Wilson.
See, I tried to get back out there.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Give him 6 on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate
we having a tough time stopping them, and this is how it should be.
You really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't
I have tested different speeds and threshold, just not since I've had the retail copy. I've done it during the cycle. You know, threshold, speed threshold is a good one. You know, I found out, I feel like if you put it on like 20 and 25, it's probably a good balance.
So they kick
doesn't
it
feel
to
half bad on default.
There's a little bit of time left.
As far as game speed, man,
And while they're concerned about not giving up a big return,
I haven't noticed a big difference. You know, that's just me personally.
How good do they feel, though, putting points on the board?
You know, I'm a guy that used to play on fast because I wanted the speed to replicate, you know, how fast things happen in the NFL. But I've also found out even on slow, it seems like animations play out better. So it's like, you know, it's hit or miss. I just leave it on normal. You know, I can play fine on normal.
Throwing now, Cutler on first down. He couldn't quite hold it.
That was weird. I probably shouldn't even have threw that over there.
Incomplete.
I've become a firm believer over the years.
We'll see how they,
before the ball's even snapped. When you call a wide receiver screen, as we saw there,
where is it?
I know these guys really well. They're thinking about that play going to the end zone, and sometimes they forget to catch the football first.
I was going to see how they handled halfback screen, and I called the wrong play.
Off the play fake to Langford. It's Cutler. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that'll be incomplete.
You had him,
Just
Jay.
6 seconds left on the clock.
Alright, I'm going to go to the halfback screen right now and see how they play it.
It does. Now we'll see if they try that again.
Yeah, I think when we find out plays like that, when you take that shot, if you're
Yeah, 25 was a good threshold. I could change it. You know, the second half, you want to see that.
Now Cutler,
Look at how he...
that is incomplete.
Y'all see that?
2 seconds left on the
Look at Bobby Wagner.
clock.
And this is the stuff I want to see. You know, the differences in teams that are rated, you know, rated high overall and overall, you know, they're high-rated players. How they play certain things. I don't like this little bump right here. Looks artificial. But I do like how Bobby Wagner played this screen. He read it. Footwork is crazy. Boom. Gotta love it.
Growing up playing basketball, my coaches always talked about communicating on defense, making sure you talk on defense, know where your screens are, know where the cuts are coming from, who has who. But guess what? It's the same thing in football. Even though there's more noise out there, you can hear on the screens, the screen. This defense, the bench, everyone let them know what the play was, and that's why they're able to react.
Oh!
And he's gonna go down.
Just as I was about to let it go.
For the pressure, maybe that was for the best. As
Nice
that
pressure
brings us
right
to the
there.
end. And Larry apparently very brief in his report. Thanks.
That pocket closed up pretty quick. Yeah, I'm gonna try to step up. I like this. This looks good right here. Michael Bennett. And y'all hear me say, yeah, remember when I said we can't pull off all of the moves that the CPU can pull off? Look at this interaction. Look at that. Straight push. And then he just peels off. You know, what I've been talking to Clint about, man, is we have to be able to get these type of animations. But he advised me that they just don't have the same animation coverage on the user that they have CPU to CPU. Look at this. Then he peels off and gets the sack. That looks like football right there.
We're already set for action.
And if my boy Chad is still in here, you know, ex-defensive end, I'm sure he appreciates that.
Get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And the Seahawks defense heads back out there now. They look good in the first half. They'll be looking to carry that momentum over into half number 2.
Finish a game the way you started it. That's typically the message at halftime when things are going well. You've done everything.
No, this one is all pro. Next game will be all Madden.
In the second half, but be aware they may throw something different at you.
Oh, almost got out of there.
50% of the equation still left to go.
I'll let you guys, when we get to it, I'll let you guys pick the next matchup. Keep in mind, what I'm doing is I'm playing with a low-rated team versus a high-rated team and trying to see how the matchup is playing out. On default, all-pro first. The next game will be all-Madden.
I'd say after that run, confidence is pretty high for him.
The lone setback is Langford. Now Cutler on first down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
Did y'all see that?
It'll be
What
a
Cam Chancellor did?
And that'll make this a second down.
How about the
That was subtle, but look what Cam did. See, and you guys are getting a taste of it here in this stream, man. This is what I do when I play the game. You know, being a guy that, you know, is always providing feedback, trying to get the best out of this game. I mean, I'm always in replay mode. I'm always watching the whole field. But I like how fast he closed that and recognized, look how fast he gets there. I guess we'll do it from here. Recognizes the guy he's supposed to be playing man on, and boom, gets there as fast as he can. And he keeps that from being, look at this. He keeps this from being a huge game. Well, at least, I'd say about 10 yards. And he limits that to a 3-yard reception. Because he recognized where he was supposed to be.
Three-step drop, balls
Good stuff right there.
Right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. On second down, Cutler. Royal making the catch over the middle. And he's brought down. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
Why would I play Bengals versus Steelers? Both of those teams are rated over 80. Again, 7 low-rated team versus a high-rated team.
They'll run it now out of the gun.
I'll check back with you guys when we end this game. I know it's going to be a ton of requests in the chat.
Good pickup on first down.
See, Niners, Cardinals, that could be a good one. Panthers, Niners, that could be a good one. So yeah, think like that. Low team versus high team. And like I said, I'll check back with you guys after the game is over. I'll give y'all a second to get those in there. And then I'll look. I'll have a chance to actually stop and watch chat for a minute. And, pick whichever teams are requested the most.
Just a couple on the
got clogged up right there.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there.
I like this little play right here. I like the routes. Let me see. I love this little route right here that Eddie Royal's running.
Cutler now to throw on third down. It's caught.
You gotta let the ball go real quick, but you can usually stick that in there depending on who the nickel corner is.
Has a pretty good throw on the
But see how you gotta let that ball go before he even come out of that break.
Defense should be aware for that, right?
Gotta be a quick one, quick hit.
Yeah, it's not easy. Because when they sell that route really well, you think they're going upfield, then they curl back, show their numbers to the quarterback, and complete the play.
Now the offense lining up 1st and 10.
No, I'm not gonna play the Seahawks again, but Miami, Seattle might have been a good one. Boy, Averill over there doing work.
Gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature.
All right, we're going to pick on Browner again. I think we got something over there.
On 2nd down, here's Cutler.
Oh! He got me.
Picked off by Brandon Browner.
And that's a great example.
The Cutler threw it in the wrong spot. I'm trying to throw it to the outside because I knew he was going to break. And Cutler threw it to the wrong spot. Maybe because I threw the ball before he broke. But because of that, see, I can live with this pick because the reason why it happens here is Alshon is running his route. And I love the awareness by Brandon Browner. He knows the ball is coming. And Alshon is too late. So he has his head. He's looking this way because he's expecting to do the comeback, you know, towards the outside.
All skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games.
Good to see that AI right there.
Look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back.
Raiders Bengals. I have to look at the Raiders rating. I don't know what their overall is.
Well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one.
That might be a good matchup.
The only one happy about the three-point kicker. Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract.
But it looks like Seattle's ratings are starting to take over, which is good to see. It looks like the strength of the team is starting to kick in more.
I don't know about that. Super tough.
And that's exactly what I want to see happen.
It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Well, throw on first down with Wilson. And left side here, it's Graham. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it's a second down.
Russell throwing the ball all over the place, too, it looked like.
Exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Yeah, I might take a look at that Bengals. That might be a good one, too. I mean, yeah, Raiders Bengals might be a good one. Oh. Ooh.
That brought back bad memories.
They give him about 4 on the play, but he's
they didn't get him forward progress.
Third and about the length of the football.
Interesting.
And in this situation with a lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take. Puts a little bit more pressure.
Good stop. Good stop.
A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4.
Good stop.
So 3rd and inches, trying to pick it up the middle. He had nowhere to go, tackled for a loss.
And you know how we talk about double A-gap pressure? Meaning linebackers
sure
going in the gap between
fake.
the center and the guard on either side. Well, it's not always to get to the passer. Sometimes you do that to prevent a running play.
Redskins, Cowboys, I don't know if that's so wide enough disparity. Cowboys, I think, are like a 84, 82, something like that.
It seemed like there were no holes there. Now, all of a sudden, the holes seem to be there. I don't know if that's just my imagination.
And give them credit that they kept their confidence.
But anyway, I'll look again at the end of the game, man. And need me keep looking over there trying to figure out what y'all talking about.
It really makes you retreat a little bit, but not this group. They always have the confidence that they just get their assignments down.
Oh, yo, you see the tackle from Abel? Oh, show me the replay on that.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good.
Yo, that was pretty dope right there. He finished that with with an anger on his mind. It looks like let's go to him. Let's see. Ooh. Bam. Oh, that's crazy right there. Yo, that's crazy right there. Get some. Bam. Love that. Put a little extra mustard on it.
Staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down.
All right, we're going to go after Brown on one more time. See if we can
if they stay on the ground,
catch him on a slant. Yo, Sherman ain't having nothing over there. No! Yikes.
Already with 1 interception.
See? I have my mind set on Jeffrey, and Lane dipped back in that passing lane. So the inside man is who I should have went to. But see, I had a pre-snap read. It almost cost me right there. Almost got fooled right there.
Now, a lot of bounce to it.
You spent some time on some Tennessee country roads.
I certainly have. Plenty of family back there. God love them.
Boy, Kevin White ain't getting no work.
On third down, Cutler. And Jeffrey's got it.
There we go.
18 yards there and a first down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times.
Shorty don't trust my man over there.
And they connected there and picked up the first down.
On the right side, this is Miller. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it a second down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players. Somehow came back to football. That's really
shoot. Dak Prescott is gonna play some ball this year, man. Cause you know I heard Romo took a shot tonight. I didn't get a chance to see it, but I heard Romo took a shot. That boy is gonna play, man.
So the Bears with the football here.
Well, it's definitely good that he's looking the way he's looking.
Offensively after having time to talk it over.
I wish my Steelers could get a nice backup like that.
Again, it's Cutler. Out to the flat. That's complete.
I hate that, man. Why does he throw it behind him?
And now it's third down.
Why does he throw it behind him like that?
Defensively as they look to stop this 3rd and 8. Back to throw. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. 6 yards.
Yikes. I took a chance right there. I sure as heck should not have thrown that.
You call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job.
They all over that.
And keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Here we go. It's Cutler up.
Oh!
Throw away. He's taken down.
Nice pressure. Cliff Averill.
Taken down, and the clock will roll.
Now, you know I don't often have sympathy.
Let's look at the sack, guys. First of all, let's look at the defense. Seattle's defense is all over. Yo, I literally have nowhere to go. This is beautiful. Great defense. I literally had nowhere to go. I was going to sneak it to the running back here because this is what I was reading. Depending on how far Lane drops back was going to let me know who I was going to go to. Because if he would have sagged off to Eddie Royal, then boom. I probably was going to hit Jeffrey real quick. But he's still bracketed. Either way you look at it. So my next read was, okay, if he sags all the way back, this is really who I was going to go to. And this is who I decided to go to either way. As you see, I'm turning to throw it. But that's solid defense right there. But let's look at Averill. Love the 4-point stance, by the way. That's good stuff right there. Bam. Fighting. Ooh, I wish he could have got that strip sack. That would have made it look even better. That's sick. He's outmanning that guy. Let's take a look. Who was at the left tackle? Let's see what his ratings look like. Let's see. Wow. Was it number 79, right? Or was this guy playing? Either one. Look at their overalls. But let's look at the important stats. Where we at? Pass blocking, impact blocking 77, pass blocking 73, 74, 69. So whoever was in the game. Cliff Averill got the better of him.
But in this situation, I don't know what else he can do.
But a close game. So it felt pretty good.
He's got to find a way to try and make a play, but the pressure ended up getting
felt pretty good. Now I would imagine on All-Madden it should be much larger. But this game actually felt pretty good. I had an opportunity.
Now, late game. Although it looks good, you know the coaches, they haven't counted this as a victory yet. There goes Thomas Roll.
Hold and bring that back.
And he'll take this into the
Too bad it wastes his time, though.
We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. the lone man in the backfield. He's going to get the football.
Woo!
And he's going to take this one up.
Nice looking truck animation right there.
Timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
What that bad defense.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. They'll come out in the pistol.
Tired.
They go again with Rawls. And he'll lose yardage here. But now the Bears going to
see that guard was reading the running back's direction. That's how the blocking targeting system works. It's cool in some cases, but I like to see them do something different with the way they block. I would like to see the blockers, you know, particularly offensive linemen, you know, have more of an awareness-based system to where they go and try to block, you know, whoever crosses their face instead of reading, you know, the ball carrier's movements.
Now the 4th-year man from Texas A&M, Kristen Michael. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout.
No, I don't typically stream on Sundays, man, only because I'm usually, you know, with family.
All right, so the timeout,
you know, my in-laws or something like that.
Onto the field for the defense.
And I definitely wouldn't be streaming on Sunday coming up. You know, as we get to football season, that's going to be the end of that.
It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
Got to go after Alshon.
Offense now getting ready to take over. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor.
Let's see if I can.
What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yards.
Let's see if I run him on a wheel.
7 seconds are left. Now
Can I get Earl Thomas out of there?
Or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take it.
A crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Browner.
Now, did y'all see how he played that?
They'll set up shop at their own 40.
That was good. He cut off the my path to the ball, so I like how that played out. Check this out. See, this is good to see because Brandon Browner actually, you know, his game improved over the course of the game. See, look at this. Gets a nice hard jam, but then look at how he hugs the inside. Squeezes that inside. Look, that's great coverage. Great coverage. And I just threw it up there. I wanted to see what was going to happen. And, you know, had I been scanning the field, you know, Royal has a slight, that's not Royal, Kevin White. White has a slight step, you know, on Richard Sherman. Who knows how that would have played out.
9-yard line.
But that was good to see. So we'll go ahead and end this one. And we'll go to, all right, so y'all go ahead and start telling me who y'all want to see next. Again, a low-rated team versus a top-tier team. And that game will be on All-Madden. But this game played out real good. Really well. So let's go ahead and, you know, get out of here. And get the next one here. Alright, so who y'all saying? Niners, Cardinals. That's going to be a slaughter, especially on All-Madden. Browns, Cowboys. That's an interesting one. That's very interesting, actually. Browns, Pats. Jags, Pack was actually a game I was considering, actually. The Browns and Cowboys sound a little intriguing, as well as Browns and Pats. There's another Browns, Pats. Dolphins and Pats. Dolphins are a, let me see, the Dolphins I think are, where they rated at? I think they're at 81. That's not extremely low. Where they at? Did I pass them? Yeah, they're 81. Raiders, Bengals. Let me check the Raiders. $79. Bengals are probably like a 80 something, 83. Yeah, it's not too far of a difference. Yeah, Browner played that very well. Packers, Vikings. It's not a bad one. Bucks, Pats. Let's see some Jameis. All right, let me see what Tampa Bay, what they looking like. 79, and the Patriots are what? That's it right there. What's wrong with that one? Alright, so let's do that. And this is gonna be it for the night, guys. Alright, let's do it. Oh, I gotta go change the setting. Oh, wait. I could have done it from right there. I'm bugging. Getting tired. Long day, man. I didn't sleep well at all last night. Been up since 7 o'clock. So y'all bear with me. Alright, let's do it. Cardinals, Patriots. I know, right? I don't know. I guess some people not really hearing the criteria, but it's all good. It's all good. Maybe you guys came into the chat. I mean, yeah, a little late. But what we're testing is default sliders. Since this, I'll do 1 extra minute for this game. Since I should still be done probably around 1:45. It's fairly decent time. Default sliders, what we're basically testing, guys, is how difficulty plays out first and foremost. Can we see actual gameplay playing out that we agree with? Or do we see any cheats? That's number one in terms of all Madden. That's the one criteria. But number two, what we're looking at is if the more skilled team is dominating a lesser skilled team. So that's really what I'm looking for. How do you guys think the last game was? I think the last game played out fairly well. I did throw a couple picks, a couple things I was testing. But I think the way the game played was pretty good.
Welcome to the NFL.
Seattle did kind of outmatch us, but I was still in the game, and that's typically what you see in the NFL. You do see blowouts from time to time, but it should be any given Sunday. So I like how that played. And again, like I said, guys, I'm really leaning back towards default settings, getting away from the sliders, because I'm starting to feel like sliders sometimes break the game, man. Because I've seen some sliders, even on All-Madden, that I've tried, and I shouldn't have been able to have the success that I had. So, oh, that's right. Brady's not included in this roster.
He's got a great demeanor, a great makeup. I don't think the stage is going to be too big for Jimmy Garoppolo.
They come out here in the eye. Now a first carry for LeGarrette Blount. And a cut to the sideline. And he's brought down. 18 yards.
I had to be disciplined right there and not dive.
For New England, first down. For LeGarrette Blount, Charles, he's had a good.
Now I'm thinking about running with the Bucks too, guys, for my player CFM. Because I want a team that's not that good and see if we can become a nice team. I'm going to be playing as a defensive end. So the Bucks might be a good fit. We got Gerald McCoy.
Well, I think we know by now that
And,
every run is not going to be broken.
you know, we got a nice young quarterback. I'm saying we as if I joined the team.
Set up your play action and throw the football.
Rebuild the defense. So I might run with the Bucks. I want a 4-3 team anyway.
The physicality sets the tempo for the game.
Now a carry for Blunt. And he'll take this one up close to about
Nice
45.
tackle right there by, who was that,
Now
Spence?
they're looking at
I
a
think that's
third
his
and
name.
about 5. Let's discuss this offense now, and Julian Edelman, very good player.
Has really developed into a terrific slot receiver, and a lot of times he would be the primary receiver. Still mad coming out of college that he's not a quarterback in the NFL. He takes it out on the opposing defenses.
We're in Tampa.
Medium here, 3rd and 5.
Well, I'm with playing with Tampa, so I should have ran to Tampa too.
Garoppolo. And he'll have his man. That's Edelman. And he will have
Come
the
on,
first
man.
down as he gets this to the 47. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. Now, Edelman, of course, Charles, along with Gronk, the top 2 targets for the Pats, but they've got some other guys in the mix as well, don't they?
Martellus Bennett, who came
Yeah, but you got to understand, these are not the final roster.
Top tight ends in the league.
It's still preseason, so everybody that's on the team is probably... I love that play action camera right there. Beautiful. Faked me out pretty good.
The dog in the fight. Not at all. It's the size of the fight and the dog.
But yeah, you got to remember that. These ain't final rosters.
Vertical passing game going early.
And they did. And what
you know, like my man Eli Rogers is not even on the Steelers roster yet.
We're going to attack you.
And I'm sure he's going to make the team.
Once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them.
Picking us apart.
Great way to get the game going.
That one goes for 13 yards and it moves the sticks.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Garoppolo now. Trying to lob it in there, but it's incomplete. The former Bill, Chris Hogan, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 2nd and 10.
I like the Madden soundtrack.
For Tampa Bay.
Joe McCoy is one of the top defensive tackles in the league. Always a threat to
They got some ends, but I'm going to have to come in there and take somebody's spot if I choose this team. I might go with the Vikings. It's another team that's an up-and-coming. I like those unis, so that'll be cool to play with Barr and those guys and Bridgewater. So I might run with them. We'll see.
10 yards still left on
I haven't decided yet. But I don't want to do Steelers, man, because you know I'm gonna be doing my online franchise with my Steelers. So I figured with my offline stuff, I'll try some other teams out.
On the toss, this is Blunt. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. They lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle.
So now a 3rd and 12 with an extra defender here in the secondary, a nickel look. Back to throw here. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown.
Bad play call on my part.
From 13 yards out. And the Patriots drive right down the field and score.
See, I'll be forgetting, man, that what I should have did right there. A lot of times what I do in those situations, blitzing on the opposite side, I should have manned him up, let everybody else play zone, manned him up on Amendola, and pressed him. So it would have gave me a little more time. I won't really pay a lot of attention, but I usually do that in those scenarios that finds itself to be beneficial.
Fielded about a yard deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
Good question. Not right now, man, but I'm leaning towards, I want to come up with a schedule fairly soon. As far as videos, I'm getting to a habit where I'm almost posting something every day.
He had a terrific rookie year.
I think I want to start doing some streams, though. Maybe, stream schedule of like maybe every Tuesday and Wednesday, something like that. And I'll do, 2 hours at a time. That's what I'm leaning toward. Maybe Monday and Wednesday, but we'll see. I'll definitely let you guys know what's going on with that.
Jameis now on first down. And he's got his man on the out route.
I was scared of that. That's why I threw it to him, because he's closer to out of bounds, so I figured I had a chance to either get it out of bounds or get the catch. I didn't want to throw it to Safarian Jenkins.
A tall, lean receiver, but he actually can make some agile plays as well.
But you got to kind of nickel and dime against All-Madden,
to go here on second down,
especially with this team. Look at the pass blocking. Look at it. Look, look. My goodness.
Second down, Winston. And there's a flag on the play. Jackson's got it over the middle.
Holding. It'd be nice if it was on the defense.
Holding offense.
Wishful thinking, right? Makes sense though. Them boys, that matchup is like Safarian Jenkins got a nice matchup. He's in the green. I'm gonna have to look for him.
Now a second down throw for Winston. And Austin Safarian
Good catch,
Jenkins
man.
has it. It'll be
Go
a
up
gain
and
of
get it.
15 on the play.
Go up and get it, big body.
Third and 1.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams.
Man, what's good is what was good about that play is he went up and got it, but also the fact that even with it being on All-Madden, they didn't automatically, you know, the collision didn't automatically knock the ball out, which is, you know, those are the type of things that usually happen on All-Madden.
Now the first carry for Doug Martin.
Woo.
He only got a yard, but that was enough to do the job. And that man, Doug
Barely.
Martin, did not see any action in week 2 of the preseason because they're being really careful with his rib injury, aren't they?
Y'all hear that?
Because when you have hurt ribs, I don't care if they're bruised, cracked, whatever they are, everything about you hurts. I just talked about this with one of the Tennessee Titans. He said, man, when you have bruised ribs, you can't even sleep.
Yeah, well, they did say likely to see Doug Martin before the preseason is over.
They talk about stuff that happened last week, man. The commentary is
the NFL on EA
this
Sports
commentary
is brought to you by
definitely
Head and Shoulders.
has the
Shoulders
potential
remain for greatness, not
to
dandruff.
be the best in
Back
class.
now with Charles Davis.
If it's
I'm Brandon
sounding
Dunn.
like
It's
this
the
in the
Bucs
first
in
year
possession of
and
football as we begin
twice
the
they've
second
already
quarter,
updated
and they've got
content.
here with a first down.
I mean, this is year 1. It could get kind of serious. You know, this I can honestly say I'm looking forward to see how they stack on year after year with
Again on first down.
I got stuck with this model that they're using.
Just a yard.
Commentary can become a monster because there's no other game that's doing it like that. You know, some guys can argue if other games sound better or whatever, but to me there's no argument in terms of procedure. They're killing it right now.
1-yard run. Hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
To throw is Winston. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll make it 3rd and 1. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football.
Can't do Fridays. You know, I can't always guarantee what time of night Friday, because the Friday is again another family night. You know, we do this corny thing called Friday night dinner. So I can never guarantee when I'm going to be done. And if I'm going to do the stream stuff, I want to try to keep a schedule as far as timing.
They'll run it. Here's Martin.
Damn.
The marker is down here.
Holding. But I'm definitely going to do Wednesday, though.
Holding offense.
But, you know, the same could apply for Tuesday and Wednesday. There's no NFL happening on those days. Do you guys that play on All-Madden, do you feel like more penalties get called, or is it just a coincidence? Well, these dudes, sorry, man. Look at this. I ain't got nobody really winning the matchup. Oh!
Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And they will set up shop.
Nice pick.
Enemy territory.
Show y'all what I was looking at in case y'all wondering. Alright, let's back it up. Nobody open. Now, I thought that Jenkins was going to clear. I mean, Jackson. Because if he gets past him, I probably should have hit, and I didn't realize it at the time, but I probably should have hit Safarian Jenkins. But look at this. This is where I was going. I'm reading this the whole time. So right about here, I was like, okay, I saw McCourty cheat. So I thought McCourty was about to jump the tight end, Safarian Jenkins. That's why I let it go. See? But as soon as I let it go, he backs off of it. Because if he continues to bite, this is a catch. Unless Butler is able to come and knock it away over the top. But look at the play by McCourty here. Jumps that route. And then breaks out of it. Because I'm assuming I don't know what the heck, what he's looking at right here. I don't like that move. I don't like that right there. That little, what was this? Don't necessarily like that. But he stopped, backed up, got the pick. I just don't like the way it looked. What I could tell what they was trying to replicate is him breaking down and backpedaling. But that transitional animation looked horrendous. But I can respect what happened there. I can't say I got cheated. And I got fooled. I'm thinking he was coming down, and that would have been a completion, more than likely.
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
I mean, I don't have all the time in the world, too, to scan the film, man. I mean, if you pay attention to what's happening, like, who was the better option in that scenario? Probably was Safarian Jenkins. But, like I said, I'm reading the safety, and it looked like the safety was going to come down. So I decided to go to the guy behind Jenkins. But I won't deny that I might be missing reads, but I mean, everybody sees the open man when they're watching the stream. When you playing, it's a different story. And like I said, I don't have a lot of time in that pocket.
He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9.
But I definitely take your feedback. Take that.
Sometimes called just straight ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway.
Woo.
When he gets that kind of a start,
big
and
hit.
goes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player. Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Alright, I need to put some guys in the flats, because
completed pass on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down as the defense looks for the stop. Garoppolo.
they love throwing those little short passes.
On the crossing route, that's caught. Julian Edelman.
Come on.
59 to go in the first half.
Right in the zone.
Foxborough after this.
And I don't feel like my guys are getting a lot of pressure playing on All-Madden, but then again, it could be a ratings thing. But I mean, you got Gerald McCoy, Spence, Olsen, Ayers. I mean, somebody should be getting a little pressure. You would think.
Of this first half. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Screen pass to Blum. And he is going to lose yardage here.
Oh, get him up out of here. We need to get some more pressure on Garoppolo.
Lewis.
Oh, get the ball.
Lost the football. And a big turnover.
There we go.
There as his guys
Little man can't take the same blow.
So the defense there, opportunistic.
Or was he
It's
down?
nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so
Let's
many
see.
times it's more a matter of what the
I
offensive
can't
guy
tell,
did
but I bet you it's going to be a
insecure
booth
the
review,
ball,
and it's probably going to go to them.
In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs.
Oh, no.
Knocked it free,
It was
made
out.
a big play.
So out come the Bucs now. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I'm here, my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Jameis to throw it. Incomplete over the middle. Safari.
Oh, come on.
These guys
He
will
gets
take
stripped.
over at the 30-yard line.
You got to be kidding me. Oh. Wait a minute. How was it holding D? What? What just happened there? Let's look at this whole thing over again. Holding defense. Nice cut, but look at it. Pressure. You ain't got no time. Nice little dump on. Love this. But you guys who was concerned, it said there was no foot planting and no true step in the game anymore. I told you it was still there. You know, of course, I would like to see him clean up that sliding effect. But I like how I was able to just change direction with the left stick. But somebody stripped me from, here it is right there. You know, he slides into position. You know how those animations work. But I can respect what happened here. Knocks the ball right out. That's pretty good. Only thing I just don't like, and this is just for Madden as a whole, I was kind of talking about this tonight on SimFBallCritic Radio. What needs to happen with these games is we have to find a way to allow these players to interact without causing a two-man animation. Because look at this. We're going to do it super slow so you guys can see it. See? He gets drawn into this animation. Which, like I'm saying, I can understand this happening, but don't shift him there. If he's not there, he shouldn't be able to make the play. Because I can almost guarantee they're probably going to slow down Safari and Jenkins a little bit to make that animation play out. Check it out. See? See it? Right there. Just that subtle slowdown to create the animation. That one wasn't as bad though. That wasn't too much of a warp. But I just, my hopes would be that they can minimize the warp or find a way to completely get rid of it. If they can do that, then we're working with something.
You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the
damn, yo, they cannot play
they can't wait to get back out
that area right there.
They're tone for it here on this drive. And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone.
That purple route should, purple
and those types of plays are the
purple zone should help out with that a little bit.
And timing by the receiver.
To the sideline, and a nice catch there.
I'll let you have that.
Made sure the feet were inbounds.
3 yard.
I know they don't like to hear it when they get to a certain age, but then you have to start to use your skills, your wiles, right? Your mind to beat guys to the football, and getting your toes tapped in bounds definitely qualifies as that, doesn't it?
The veteran showing he still has the agility. Decent chunk of yardage still left here. 2nd and 7. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side.
Let's go. 3-19.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
Hey.
And a quick throw here, that's complete.
Wrong defense.
And he's brought down.
Nowhere in the world the defensive end is going to be able to check Gronkowski.
Offense takes the timeout.
It's not going to happen, bro.
And ready to rock. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown.
Wow, big grump.
Gronkowski from 3 yards
Can't be mad at that.
Patriots
He went up and got it.
their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if
Wow,
they don't,
beautiful catch.
it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score.
Great
Right
placement.
now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
Extra point try for Gostkowski. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Skynet. Yeah, that's what Brunk's supposed to be able to do.
Gostkowski now.
So now you're seeing a bigger disparity. Now, this is the question I have for y'all as y'all continue to watch. How you guys feeling about the AI, the gameplay itself? You know, regardless of how I'm playing, how does it look? Does this look more like a dominant team versus a low-tier team? You know, dominant players like a Gronkowski? Or does it look like the computer is getting a lot of advantage? Unnatural, like, you know, like, is it cheats or are things actually happening?
Right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you...
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to
Severian Jenkins is the only guy who's winning his matchups. The reason why I keep looking for him. Mike Evans ain't getting no love.
On 1st and 10, Winston. And a catch right side by Evans. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll be a second down.
Can't shake him loose.
And they're going to speed things up here. One man on the backfield, that's Martin.
Should have called a timeout, but it's all good.
Second down, Winston. And no escaping this time.
No time.
They got him for a sack.
Let's look at that. I want to look at sacks in particular. I'll probably drop back a little too far. So part of that. No, not too far. It's not ridiculous. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's about a 7-yard drop. Woo! These offensive linemen are just getting their tails whipped. But see, what I'm trying to figure out is what is all Madden and what is, rating. He got punished. So the next time I stream, perhaps sometime tomorrow night, probably late.
For a loss of 7.
I'm gonna just call a timeout for the heck of it. Throw it deep downfield to see what happens. But the next time I stream, it'll probably be late tomorrow night if I get a chance. What we'll do is we'll do the same matchups as far as, well, not the same teams, but we'll do again another All-Pro and an All-Madden, and we'll play, like teams. So maybe we'll do like a Packers versus Seahawks or something like that. Top tier versus top tier, and that'll be the conclusion of our test. I think that'll definitely give us some numbers that, give us something to go off of.
On 3rd down, Winston going up top. And this will be caught at the 30.
Wow.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout.
Mike Evans caught that thing.
And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
I'm going to look at that too, guys. Because a lot of people have been complaining about knockouts. They're saying that their guys are not catching the ball now. You're seeing that it's possible here. Look how fast that pressure is coming. Woo! You're seeing how it's possible even on All-Madden. But see, in this case, Mike Evans went up and got it. I like this interaction right here. This one doesn't look like too much shiftiness. I'm sure 24 is going to shift a little bit into the 2-man animation, which begins right there. There it is. But Evans goes up. And I like how Cordy tried to go get it, but he couldn't get there. Like how everything played out there. Mike Evans was able to win that situation. Like I said, it's just about them cleaning that up, man. Or if they can't clean it up, I'm gonna miss this kick on All-Madden. Forget about it. But we're gonna try.
Left here in the half. On is the field goal unit. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash.
Oh, I got it.
This is right down the middle as he puts it through. So we have reached
what I was saying was
an 11-point contest.
It's all about cleaning that up. You know, maybe reduce the amount of distance that, you know, the two-man animation begins, or find out a way that you can have guys interact and it looks realistic and all of that without it being a two-man animation. So those, I don't know how they're gonna get to that point. You know, we'll see. Because y'all remember before they had two-man animations, y'all remember me in particular. What was it I used to complain about? Y'all remember? You guys who've been with me for a long time? I used to complain about this. The synchronized catch animation with the receiver and the DB. Why did that happen? It was because the receiver and the defensive player have no idea that each other is there. They both just were matching a catch animation. There was no knowledge of another player being in their vicinity. So in order, no running is happening today. In order to make that look decent, they elected to go with the two-man animations. But the only problem that you face with two-man animations is there has to be a starting point and an ending point. So that's how you get that shift happening. So obviously it's a hard thing to fix. Like I said, 2K basketball does the same thing, and nobody has really solved the problem. So we'll see how that happens going forward, man.
Now Jameis on second down. Drops it off to Martin. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
I'm just hoping that some game company solves that riddle, and we can make it happen. Because once a sports title gets that under their belt, where they can figure that out, oh, we got something there. Because then you're really talking about an independent game at that point. I mean, a dynamic game. That's when you got a dynamic product on your hand. Now, I don't have a whole lot of yardage, but, you know, you're talking about percentage-wise, I'm not doing too bad against the All-Madden secondary, I would say. Not doing too bad. 9 for 10. I did throw an interception, but 9 for 10, 102. That's not too bad. Damn, yo, it's like they don't hold their blocks long enough. But like we saw, you know, ratings-wise, these guys were in for it. You know, like look, watch when they get up to the line. Look, run blocking is poor, pass blocking is poor. Mike Evans, we coming to you.
Now a second down throw for Winston.
Nope, we're gonna go here.
Jackson's got it over the middle.
That time I got time to throw the ball. So as you can see, to all my critics out there, when I got time, I can scan the field and go to the right guy.
But in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
That was a better matchup. Collins ain't have a chance to stay with Jackson right there. I don't know about you guys, man, but I like, I'm sorry, I'm going to ask y'all after the game because I can't keep looking at the chat. But I want you guys to start thinking about that. I like the way this game feels so far. I hate that. I'm not mad at the AI. I more so don't like, I just don't like screenplay blocking. That's no secret. I don't like how they're so stagnant and the three guys are just running, and then when the ball is caught, then they turn. Nah, man, be looking to find somebody. That's how real football works. And if you block them too early, you get called for holding or what have you, or interference or whatever that call would be. Tried to fit that one in there. I know I was forcing that. Actually, I want to take a look at that play. That looked like pretty solid defense by them. I actually had a little more time than I thought in the pocket that time. Because I thought this guy here was coming, but he backs out for whatever reason. Ooh. Yeah, see? Now that one I can critique myself. I rushed it. I rushed it a little bit because I thought I didn't have any time, right? And I may have been able to do something right here. If I throw some touch on it and lead it towards the pylon, that might have been an opportunity right there. But this is the reason why I do kind of like playing all Madden, because I have to, you know, you gotta think a little bit.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive, as this is 3rd and 10.
I mean, like I said, Zackification, bruh. I mean, you're watching the stream. I mean, I'm sure I can guarantee you don't make every read correctly when you play the game. I'm pretty sure of that.
And that's incomplete.
What the? Come on, Jameis.
And that'll bring up 4th down. So out comes a
But you know, I'm gonna. I keep doing it, but I'm gonna stop even responding to that, because you know everybody's the best player in the world when they watching somebody else play. That's how that goes. So why even give it any light?
Their deficit to 14-6 now. A decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they do inch a bit closer.
Yeah, still lots of time to go in this one. Take the points, move on.
Oh, I could have said the wrong name there, actually. I mean, that's why I try not to be all in the chat. So forgive me if I'm calling out the wrong person.
It's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone.
I think what I'm really gonna start doing, man, is when I'm playing the game is just talk and comment and stuff like that. It's too hard to try to look over and look back and look over. But I like the way this game feels so far, man. It feels pretty solid. I don't necessarily feel cheated, and I'm playing against what are they, 90 overall? Ooh, it would have been nice to be able to tip that. I mean, catch that pick off of the tip right there. That would have been kind of crazy.
We're creeping up on the end of August. That means fantasy drafts are coming up. I've got my family draft this weekend. I know my father Bob could use some help. Who do you like? Who are you taking?
Listen to this commentary, man.
Is how Ezekiel Elliott from Dallas has gotten so much attention leading up to this. But with the preseason where he hasn't played much, I want to see if his value goes down a little bit.
Nice D.
I will tell you this: my sleeper wide
I called the right play on that one.
Thomas,
got that blitz in there.
With the New Orleans Saints.
Think he's got big upside this year?
I think he's got big upside. Drew Brees is throwing the ball. Sean Payton's calling the plays. I'd take a good strong look at him.
10 yards to go on 3rd. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Garoppolo now.
What was I doing right there? I was about to be toasted anyway downfield. There was no man's land right there.
The quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there.
I don't know what I thought I was doing trying to control that guy.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
They'll run it here with Blunt. Go ahead.
Oh, come on. I'm going to show y'all something real quick, too. I think All-Madden just kicked in. I'm going to show y'all something. I want y'all to see this. We're going to watch it play regular speed first. And I want to see if y'all pick up on what I saw. Not mad at this one. You know, that's the new fake out system. You know, it happens. I was controlling this guy. I ain't mad at that. You know, like I said, these video games got to find a way to put things in that replicate certain situations, and I think they did a fairly good job implementing this. I don't think it's overly done because, like I was saying on the show tonight, if you time it at the right time, you can still make the tackle even as they're doing that. You can still like tackle them out of the fake out, so to speak. But you got to catch it at the right time. But this is what I have a problem with right here. Watch this. Hold on. Let me see if I can see it again. Was this the one I was talking about? Might not be this. Might be somebody else. Yeah. Like that. It's like, hold on. I saw something else I thought. Maybe I didn't. And that's why I like to come in the replay, because maybe I'm tripping. Oh, there it is right there. Look at this. Look, Garrett Blount is slowing down. Look, his momentum is gone. Right? He's going slower. My guy right here should be going at a faster pace. If you just watch this in a slow motion, look, Blount, you know, I'm glad they put in the fact that you lose a little momentum. Now, how did he get that boost and he just takes off now? And look at how they move my guy. See that? It's like when he takes off, they shift him. Whoop. And if he runs in a straight line, full speed, this guy should be running full speed pretty much. Or picking up speed right now. He should be able to catch him. Or at least be able to lunge. But what they do, instead of allowing LeGarrette Blount to still be catching his momentum, they just automatically, whoop, now you can go. And they move my guy. And they make me, see? I don't like that. Little subtle stuff like that. I don't like that. Now, like I said, I don't know. I dropped the controller. I don't know if that's an all-Madden thing, or if that's just a, you know, tied animation thing, regardless of the difficulty level. But I don't like that right there. That was ugly.
Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away.
No, it's not about the acceleration. Oh, come on, man. It's not about the acceleration. I hope you guys understand what I was saying. I hope you see what I was trying to show you. It was the fact that those movements were tied together. Regardless of what... Let me pause the game so I can explain this. Regardless of what Blount's acceleration is, if he's still trying to gather himself, nobody just picks up and goes like that. Right? I want to see him get it and get going. And even if somebody could just not lose momentum and still accelerate, fine. But why were the movements tied together is what I'm saying. My defender should have been able to still go in his path and try to take a better closing angle to try to go after him, lunge or whatever, instead of turning with him, and now he's running parallel. That's the point I'm making. Now that, I can say, looks like Skynet. Because it was like basically overrode his progress. He had closer progress if he just stayed on the path. And then if Blount outruns him, so be it. But it's mighty funny that it just happened at the same time.
A first down throw for Winston.
There we go. There we go.
Past the 20. Touchdown.
I saw that from the height. That was a pre-snap read.
60 yards. And the Bucs are able to cut into that deficit.
And y'all know it's coming.
It's a thing of beauty.
Neff just asked for it, y'all.
Like that for a touchdown.
Some of you guys who might be new to the stream, y'all have no idea where that came from. It was something funny that happened in the stream about 3 days ago. And ever since it happened, I started doing that little bop bop.
He's got it. They're back with
So Neff, you probably came in a little later. What I'm basically doing, this is the All-Madden game. You've probably been able to tell. Play 2 games. I play low-tier teams versus high-tier teams as far as rating, overall rating. First game was Seattle and Chicago. Seattle ended up winning that game 10-7. That was on All-Pro. Default sliders. This game, obviously, is the one that's on All-Madden, default sliders. And I'd have to say this game is playing out pretty respectably.
And here we go. It's in the air.
I can respect it.
Fielded in the end zone.
You know, I'm losing, but I'm in the game. You know, like big plays can happen. Like there, you make the right play, the right call. So, y'all know it's crazy to hear me say this, but I think that all Madden might be the setting for me this year. We'll see.
Come out throwing here to start the drive.
Only thing I'm not liking though is that the pass rush is nerfed so bad
And that'll make it second down.
for the user. So I think you might have to turn pass blocking down a little bit, and I really don't want to mess with the sliders too much. But it seems like it's too hard to get any type of pressure.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
Oh, there we go. Right on cue. But when you're user controlling them, it seems like, you know, you get stonewalled a bit.
Good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead.
So we'll see, man. That's all going to be left to figure out.
Perhaps, I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
They'll look to throw here. Dumps it off to Lewis. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space
Man,
game.
I still think y'all are arguing the wrong point, but I'll let y'all have that opinion. Y'all have yours, I have mine. It wasn't a matter of if he should have caught him or nothing like that. It was the fact that those two movements were tied together. This is what I'm trying to say. It really has nothing to do with was he going to dive, was he going to make the tackle. It's specifically based on the fact that regardless of what the rating is, it looked like LeGarrette Blount was still trying to recover. And he shouldn't be able to go from that slow pace back to fast speed that fast. That's number one. Number two, it clearly looks like the defender would have had more speed in that instance, and he should have kept on his path to try to get to Blount. There's no reason for those animations to both happen like this at the same time. That's the point I'm making. If y'all can go back and forth with the ratings and all these other attribute stuff, which might even be true, but my point is that shouldn't be. So regardless of how it's in the game, my point is it shouldn't be like that. So we're arguing two different narratives, or debating two different narratives, not arguing. Giovanni, how come? Why do you keep saying over and over he's gonna lose? This is like the third time I see. What's your point? So what?
They start the drive with Martin, and running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Oftentimes when you're not winning at the point of attack for an offensive line, maybe they're getting out physical. Spread things out a little bit, make it more of a one-on-one blocking scheme. Then you don't have to win it physically.
But yeah,
by position. That may open things
I can't wait to. Well, I mean, you guys won't have the opportunity, but I can't wait to test out my boy Neff's, few rosters that he's gonna make on these settings too, on All Pro, and see how things change a bit. Because he's gonna redo a lot of these things.
One man on the backfield.
It's not gonna be publicly shared, unfortunately, but. Whatever.
Time running out here on the play clock. Here's Winston. And his throw's going to be
nice play. Boy, Mike Evans got jammed up over there. And yeah, I saw who just left the comment. I didn't see whose name it was, but yeah, that's what I do. This is the reason why you hear, and this is not gloating or anything like that, but this is why you hear guys like Rex and Clint always saying shout outs to SimFBall and, how much I was a part of many people who've helped. That's what I do. I'm overcritical. I'm supposed to be. That's how you strive for better games and more realistic games. Instead of, and I'm not saying you're doing this, but I don't accept video game stuff as far as, oh, that's because they got it like this. Well, no. I'd rather see you try to replicate it more realistically. It's a video game, of course. It ain't going to be perfect. But if you have a mechanic in there, if you're physically showing me this guy slowed down, and another guy has a bead, you know, I want to see that guy. That ball took too long to get there. I want to see that guy, you know, continue on the right path and use the fact that he should be running faster than the running back to try to get to him. Don't tie those animations together and make, as soon as the running back turns, then my guy just turns. Does it make sense? That's all I'm saying. Let's see it in a more realistic fashion. See right there? See how he did the fake me out like the fake juke? But if you position yourself in the right place, you can still make the tackle. You don't have to get faked out. But it's critical to know, you know, when to break down and all that so it doesn't get you. Oh, screen.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
Daniel Z, you right there with me, bro.
That's the exact right
Me
throw.
too.
Either your receiver gets it,
You know, I will concede and say it's got to be hard.
precise with it.
You know, y'all know I'm as critical, and sometimes some people could even call me nitpicky as it gets. But it's got to be hard because all of these companies.
He's got it complete. It's Julian Edelman. Oh, another beautiful move.
See, I knew where he was going, so I didn't get completely faked out by that. It's got to be extremely hard, man, because the two sports titles that I played, both Madden and 2K basketball, excuse me, they both have that same situation with the two-man animations. So I would imagine it can't be an easy thing, because if it was, you know, even the game that a lot of people say is one of the best simulation games out in a 2K, they had the same issue. So, looking from a development standpoint, it's got to be something that's very difficult because, again, what Clint Oldenburg told me personally, tells me all the time when we have our discussions, is that, you know, what we're asking for is an AI that's so dynamic that the players are literally thinking on the fly. Like they can recognize that there's another body there, and not only do they recognize there's another body there, now they have to think, how do I beat this person? I would imagine that's hard to program. I would only imagine that.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding, keep it going. But you gotta figure now, they're gonna see more.
What we see is animation, even with the user versus, the CPU versus CPU on the D line. But imagine if you had a game where the lineman or whoever it is, you know, trying to decide what move to do because they know that move might beat. You know what I'm saying? That's what we're asking them to do, and that's got to be hard. Come on! We got to take a look at that. That is Gronk, though. But y'all understand what I'm saying? We're asking the game to really think like that, and that's crazy. I don't know too many games that do that. Don't like this. You know, I've told him about this many years. I don't like, why is he standing still? Got to get rid of what we have to get rid of in this game, even though the zone play has improved greatly in Madden 17. What I still don't like is the behavior. You know, why is he sitting still like that? And just look, he's just looking. Now, granted, they make him start to move once he sees Gronk. But what he's supposed to be doing, man, let's keep it real here. If we had the AI system like we're all hoping for, he's supposed to be anticipating. So I need you to make a decision. There's no threat in your area. There's nobody here. So why don't you go towards him? Or turn this into man coverage? You know, which he's playing the zone pretty well. I can't be mad at that. But imagine if he starts cheating over earlier because he can see that Gronk is coming. Right? Now he just gets beat. I ain't mad at that. It was an amazing throw. I just want, and let me make sure you guys understand what I'm saying. I'm not mad at the fact that Gronk makes the catch and it was a nice throw, nice positioning. The guys got beat. I just want to be able to look at replay and say why they got beat and not see anything foolish. Like right here, this was just a great improv by Gronk. Turns it back inside, bam. Now at first y'all heard what I said. I was like, come on. But now that I look at the replay, nice improvisation. You know, it was nice improv by Gronk. Just didn't like the way old boy number 23 was just standing there for a little while. It was just kind of like, oh, you know. So if any of you guys that are new to my channel, y'all want to know what the sim was he thinking, that's what I'm thinking. I don't mind a game or the user, you know, another user game, and they outcoach you or whatever. You put guys in position and they just don't make the play, and I can look at it and see that it was organic. I have no problem with that. And for the most part, what happened there was fairly organic. Only issue I had was the little moment that my man was flat-footed. And before anybody challenges that and says I'm a nitpicker, show me an NFL game where they do that. Nobody just stops moving. They at least get their head on the swivel and they're looking for somebody to check. So that's all I'm saying. Yeah, it is Chris Conte. Yeah, you're right. I just, like I said, my only beef with him is him standing there looking like he has no idea what's happening. That was my only beef with him. I acknowledge that he should have got roasted because he sucks for the most part, but I just didn't like how it looked. The visual aspect just didn't match. That's all I'm saying.
I love the theme that you just brought up. This defense has been tough all game long against the run. We just saw another example of it there.
Now Winston.
Oh, I had him. No time.
In there to bring him down for a lot.
Now this is what I like about All-Madden. I know Neff is probably still in here. This is what I love about All-Madden. Let's look at this from the bird's eye. Boom. Ball is hyped. Right? I make two reads. I'm looking to see what Mike Evans is doing. Then I'm looking over here. I'm already at read number 2. Right? Now, as you guys can tell, this was just a go. It's a 9 route. Right? It's covering that pretty well. Butler's over the top. Probably don't want to do that. This is a little post. Chung is playing that pretty decent, forcing them inside. So if I try to throw it here, you know, I might fit it in there, but chances are the safety's going to come roll down on that. So then who's the next guy to look at? You got to look at the safety on this side. Now he's actually coming on a blitz, which is McCourty. So depending on what route I call, he could be open. If I was running a post, this is wide open. Or if he's running a slant, because your man here is playing the zone, right? But I didn't. This is an in route, and the zone guy, boom, he's all over top of that. I have nowhere to go. So then you ask yourself, okay, well, who should you go to? So I'm going to look at the running back, and I'm going to look at the crosser, because in this particular defense, I could tell that a drag or, you know, an in cut is going to beat this. Now I have him and the running back. And as soon as I tried to throw it, I have nowhere to go. See? No time. Bam. Beat his man. Can't get it off. Had him wide open. That's what I like about All-Madden. NY Kid was saying something similar. Is that the aggressiveness of All-Madden, the play calling on both defense and offense, can't beat it. You know, it's just a matter of whether or not the game is cheating you or not. I feel like it's not. I don't feel so far where I'm getting cheated. I feel like I'm just being overpowered at the moment. Damn! Get ready to throw the ball again. I don't have the time.
Replacement for Chandler Jones. Chris Long in there to drop.
Let me show y'all this again. And trust me, the reason why I'm showing you guys this is because, you know, people are always going to constantly say, "Oh, why didn't you do this? Why didn't you do that?" So I try to show you what I was seeing, and y'all can agree or disagree. All right. So in this case, what I'm seeing here, my initial read is I want to go to Mike Evans. Right now, I know Mike Evans is going to be open. I got to let the ball go right now. Okay? Murphy is not going to be open. Good Lord. The nickelback is playing outstanding coverage. Who is that? Cyrus Jones. Look, he's all over top of that. There's no way I can get it. All right? Let's come over here. Let's look at Sims here. You know, that's covered. You look at Vincent Jackson. It's not covered, but it is covered, but that's kind of a tight window because his bracket, you know, he's going to play over top. So I got to throw a quick bullet, lead it towards the sideline, and might get it in there, right? But, like I said, like real quarterbacks do, I already committed to where I was going because I see my matchup right here. Look at the path, the ball. I'm throwing the ball right through the 40-yard line. I'm going to try to hit it between the 40 and the 50. Too late. See that? So let's look at how fast the pressure got in there. I could have probably thrown it a little early, but you want to wait because I want to see where the linebacker is going and also Cyrus Jones. So I don't want to let it rip quite right here because if you throw it wrong, Cyrus Jones probably jumps up. So I want to throw it at this point. Bam. Throw a bullet in there. He's going to catch that. Don't have time. It's what it is. So now, just for the fun of it, guys, we're going to go for it. This game is over, but let's just go for it, see what the deal is.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
All right, so
time for a break. We're back to
I'll call the same play, I guess. But we got to go deep. And in this situation, we got to decide who's the guy you want to look at first.
We welcome you back. All right,
so you guys know me well enough. I always look at the matchup stick.
They're going for it.
I like Evans. I don't like Vincent Jackson's route. But let's see.
Desperation time. Winston on 4th down. And this is incomplete.
That was probably the right read. Just couldn't get the ball. All right. Another quick film study, and then we're going to be it. You know, the game is over, so we'll go ahead and just sim it. I made the right read. Because, now why did I do this? In case some of you guys are asking. Why did I throw it to this guy? He has a better chance of making the play. I had to put a little bit of touch on it. Because if I throw a bullet right now, chances are it's either going to be incomplete or it's going to go more towards the linebacker and he might be able to knock it down. Maybe I could have thrown an elevated bullet, which I admit sometimes I forget to hit the L1. But this was my decision. I didn't even look on this side. This was my guy. Probably the best decision because the ball gets there, but McCourty gets there even faster. You know, coverage is so good on All-Madden. And let me see if there's any. Sure there is, but I just want to see what the level of body clipping there was here. Yeah, you got a little morph right there. And this is also another thing, you know. This is why you always hear me saying that they need to untether the ball from a catch. The reason why? Look at how the ball is going to change direction. See that? Ball actually changes direction. Watch. Check it out. See? It goes to the defense. Why? Because the dice roll kicked in. So there's little stuff like that, man. Little cleanup areas that actually I'm gonna make a thumbnail out of this for the stream. There we go. I like that. But yeah, you know, it's just like I said, man. I'm enjoying Madden 17. You know, it's a little catch-22-ish for me because I forgot I'm in the. Oh, you know what? I could cut the camera off. Give me a second, so I can get out of that. Where is it? I want to cut the camera off so I can get that thumbnail. Alright, so yeah, guys, it's a catch-22 for me because, like, you know, I've explained before, you know, I pretty much myself, you know, it's like an extension of the dev team. So, you know, my mind is already on Madden 18. You know, I'm already, you know, talking with these guys about different things, and even though I'm gonna enjoy what 17 has to offer. So I'll end the night by saying this. I thoroughly enjoyed this game so far, man. I've been playing this game literally. The first time I played it was in February. You know, very early stages. So I've enjoyed watching the progress, seeing how it finished up. You know, how it finished up here with the final, as well as what they'll be doing with patches and continuous development. I look forward to seeing what they're gonna do in that regard. But and I'll go ahead and, you know, play a little bit of this out while I'm talking here. But at the same time, it's little stuff like that, man. If they could clean some of these things up, you know, we'll have a more enjoyable product. Because in that case, you know, you will never. Oh, they're going for the kill. You know, you'll never have that moment where you feel like you got robbed. Feel me? So, you know, I'm enjoying Madden 17. It's a solid game in my opinion. It still has work to do. Obviously, you guys know I know that. As much as I've stopped this game, and as much as we talked about tonight on our show, and there's still plenty of things to do. But this is a solid playing football game. I enjoy it. In terms of the two-man animation stuff, man, I don't know. You know what I hope? I don't think this will happen, but I hope that 2K17 comes out. Woo! That was interesting. Let's look at that. But I hope 2K17 comes out, and let's say it ain't got no warping animations, nothing like that, because then that puts pressure on. Oh, that was beautiful. Then that puts pressure on any other gaming company. You feel me? That was nice right there. Bam. That puts pressure on any other sports title to, you know, match the effort.
The line of scrimmage is
So,
the two here on
we'll see, though. I just don't feel like that's going to happen, man, because I think, you know, it's just one of those things. I don't know who's figured it out. If they have, great. If they have not,
don't let a loss
maybe FIFA did. You know, we'll see.
Exactly right about that, Brandon. When you look at it and all of
But
your preparation,
let me go ahead and pause it here.
Now you have to absorb a loss and find a way to
And
shake
I
it
want to
off.
ask you guys real quick, how did y'all feel about the test? You know, how did you feel about, and just be brief because I'm only going to stay here for maybe another minute. How did you feel about the way All-Pro felt? I mean, how it played on default sliders. You know, me against the CPU, playing the Seahawks as the Chicago Bears. And how did you feel about the way the flow of this game went? You know, the Bucks against the New England Patriots, score of 28-13, which is probably something you might see in the real world. You know, the Bucks might muster a touchdown or two. But I can see this happening, but specifically from what the gameplay offered. What do you guys think? Does All-Madden look a little too much? Does it look just right? You know, do you feel like ratings did, you know, play a factor, or do you feel like the CPU was just robbing me? And like I said, man, if y'all can, you know, put some brief comments in here, I'm only going to sit here for maybe a minute, and that's about it. Go ahead and get off of here. This guy here, I'm going to say his name to give him some credit in case he sees this. His name is Keith at Montesano. He says he checked out that show and he heard me talk about the two-man animations. That's where he gives NBA Live credit. And I absolutely feel the same way. I've always said the reason why Live doesn't look so good, you know, outside of the animation quality, but the reason why it didn't look as clean as a 2K is because what they did go for is they tried to go for not having two-man sequences and allowing things to just play out organically. And as you can see, it's rough. And that should give you a little indication as to why, you know, it could be taking Madden and other games alike so long to do that, because it's probably not going to look that good. You know what I'm saying? It's a hard thing to pull off. All right, to lessen warping, you need to shrink the zone around each player. Yes, they got to do something, man. That's an IRL score right there. Yep, gameplay was nice, but stats should be higher. I prefer All-Pro. Okay, Zackification. Didn't see the All-Pro, but All-Madden game looked pretty good. Good gameplay-wise. Yeah, it felt pretty good. Thanks, man. I wasn't able to catch the entire stream. The game looks good overall. My opinion is the All-Madden setting makes the CPU team appear too godly. All-Pro with adjusted sliders that give the CPU an edge is better, in my opinion. Yeah, I just don't know what sliders, man. I'm gonna lean heavily on community guys, man, because I feel like sliders break the game a little bit. Just my opinion. You do great. Just take your time understanding defense coverages and play All-Madden more often. Appreciate that, Tay Johnson. We'll do that. I feel like All-Pro would give the best overall gameplay depending on your level and stick skills. See, even the community can't decide. So, all right, guys, I appreciate it, man. I'm gonna get out of here. I might be streaming sometime tomorrow night, but if so, it'll be late. You know, it's Friday night dinner for the family. So I'll holler at y'all, man. I appreciate each and every time y'all come through to watch, check me out, because of course you support my channel, and you know that's only good things for me. So all right, man, definitely leave your thoughts, leave your comments. If you're new, don't hesitate to subscribe. I'll catch you guys later. Have a good night. Peace.